Hi everybody, it's Cheryl from Yikes I'm a Chicken Mom, and we are in the tree line right behind the coop. This is like a double row of pine trees back here, and the middle is left like a big open path. And the girls love coming back here. You can see, let me see if I can zoom in on some of them way back there. They just love it back here. I wish I could give you a wide angle so you could see everybody. But they love to get back here and scratch around in this pine bark, pine needles. There's Freckles, the terrorist. Yes, I call her the terrorist because she is constantly being mean to my Dorking, aren't you, Freckles? Yes, you are, little brat child. Yes, she's a troublemaker. But the tree line is really nice. In the summer, it gives a lot of shade back here, and the girls love to come and lay under the boughs of these pines in the hot days, and you'll see them just tucked up under there, just making themselves a dirt bath and just taking a nap, taking it easy. I don't know if you can see over there. We've got Jen. Oops, she popped behind the tree. So the Conservation League is the area back there. And I don't know how many acres they have, but about the only thing they do is they will do some pheasant hunting in the fall, which is a couple of months of confinement for my girls because, you know, the dogs and chickens just don't go together very well. But lately, we've been having another problem. We have a neighbor down the road who has a husky, and it's gotten loose maybe 4 times in the past 30 days. And the first time it got loose, it went over to my neighbor's, and it took one of her chickens and killed it. And oh my gosh, it was sad. So we got all of our chickens in the run. I ran over to help her. We were trying to find her chickens because, you know, they hide, and you just cannot find them when they hide. They don't move. They don't respond to your voice. Nothing. But we finally got them all rounded up, and except for the one which we knew that he had taken. And the neighbors were trying to catch him, but just couldn't do it. He wouldn't respond to them. So finally, I guess the dog just went home, but it's happened 3 more times. And so now I'm just kind of always nervous that dog is going to get loose again. It's got a electric fence all around their yard, but he's learned to break through it. And, you know, once they learn that, know they're past, they know they're free. So I'm always a little nervous about letting the girls out. So anyway, there's not much going on. It is April, and it's kind of chilly out here. I'm gonna have to stand up. My knees are killing me squatting down. And the weather is getting nice enough that I think I am going to start cleaning out my chicken house here this week. Let me see, where are we here? Well, let me just show you this tree line, what I'm telling you about. So you can see there's this big white path that goes all the way down that way, and I'm gonna turn around here, and then it goes all the way down that way, and you can get past that little, it's just like a little things of wood down there. And then if I turn this way, you can't see my coop for the tree, so there's the back of my coop right there. I hear something rustling down there in the trees. And you know, this is the time of year too when you gotta be on the lookout for fox and coyotes because they've got young to feed. And we have been hearing the coyotes howling in the night. So that just makes me nervous. But you know, I love these chickens, but on the other hand, I want them to have a happy chicken life too. You know, I don't want to have them caged up in a cage because I'm afraid. And you know, nature is what nature is. I would hate to lose one of them, but I would at least know they've had a happy life if something did happen. And speaking of something happening, I don't think I told you guys that we lost our Sadie, our speckled Sussex, can't speak, a couple of weeks ago. And we had her to the vet because she was having trouble breathing. And we brought her into the house and she wouldn't eat. She was just sitting. And that's just not like Sadie. I mean, Sadie's always out eating. She's the little piggy of the group. So we took her to the vet and they couldn't find really anything wrong with her, but she is a big breed chicken. And one thing that's common, I guess, in big breed chickens, like Sussex and like my beautiful Bella right there, the Brahmas, is they are big birds, and I guess that tends to be hard on their heart and their respiratory system. Well, Sadie was so fat, when they x-rayed her, they found that she even had fat in her lungs. So he said probably, you know, of course we could have made a choice then to let her go. And he said, but most likely what's going to happen with something like this is one morning you'll go out and you'll find they have passed away and you'll find them on their roost. Well, one morning I went out there and I was going to let the girls out of the run, and there was my Sadie. And she was just laying there in the run. And of course I went running up to the house and screaming for Rooster Daddy to come. Actually, Sadie is his girl. And she was still warm, so she hadn't passed long. And she was still so soft, and I got a towel and I wrapped her up. And I took her over to our swing, and I swang with her a little while Rooster Daddy was digging, you know, for her. And he held her a little while too, because like I said, she was his girl. When he was building the run, that was she was our first batch of chicks. And she was constantly with him. She was the little inspector general, I would call her. She wanted to be there and see what was going on and make sure everything was being done right. So he held her for a little while, and we both cried, and then we laid her to rest. But I know she had a good life. I know she did. And then, the day before, she had laid her last egg. And that was sad because we found it in the nest. And so it's been a couple weeks later, and so today I boiled it and I saved it for Rooster Daddy. I said, do you think you could eat it? He says, yeah. He said, I can. So that's her last gift to him. Just sweet. I've learned a lot about chickens and I don't mean to cry, but I'm kind of emotional anyway with all this other stuff going on. But I've learned a lot watching these chickens, and I've talked about it before. As you know, I am a Christian. I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus, and I believe in the Bible. And I have learned so much about these relationships between these chickens and me, and how it translates over to God's relationship between me and him. And you know, one thing that always reminds me of that is when I come off the deck after work and I call for the girls, and they come flying out of the woods to me, because they know my voice. And that's the same way God tells us He is. He knows us, and He says that His sheep know His voice. So I just watch it. There's so many things, so many things that I toyed with the idea of writing a devotional and call it Devotions from the Chicken Coop, because I've got so many notes and things about different things, and when life slows down a little bit, I really would like to work on that, even if it's just a gift that I leave to my children. I would really like to do that. They are sweet. Good therapy. Oh my gosh, just to sit with a chicken in your lap. And they give it freely, you know, and that's the other thing that I think of. Every time a chicken sits in my lap, it's like, you know, I go to God for comfort, and the chickens are the same way. I feed them, God feeds me. It's all, oh, look here, Freckles. She is trying, this is where we dump the litter, when we clean out the litter, or the coop. And she's trying to get up in there, and I don't know what she thinks she's going to do with herself. They are entertaining. Yep, that wasn't all you thought it was going to be, was it? Nope. Nope. Watch out, Boo might get you. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of my chickens today. Let me get over here and get another good angle at them. They're just busy, doing their thing. I like getting down too on their level. Can you come over here, Bella? Hi, Molly. How about you? Hi, Freckles. It's going to be you, huh? This Freckles is the one that, I tell you, she should be in timeout all the time. Yes. Yes. Oh, watch this. This is another fun thing I like to watch right here. How they scratch and back up and look for something good to eat. And this girl right here, right there, that's my Barred Rock. She's from my first flock as well. And that girl is my girl. Yep, she's my girl. And this little girl here, she's the beauty queen, I think, of the whole group. You got a dirty head. Yes, you do. You got a dirty head. And that dirty head is from when I would put that goopy stuff on them to keep their combs. Udder balm. I think that's what it's called. And it would get all over her head when it's getting on her comb. And them, of course, would get in the dirt. And it stuck. So everybody needs a good spring bath. Yes, you need a good spring bath, don't you, baby girl? Don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Everybody needs a bath. Yeah, you too. This is Fancy Pants. All right. Well, I've kept you long enough. Just wanted to say hi. And the girls are moving out. I don't know what's going on, if they've heard Rooster Daddy coming. But they're deciding they're going to go up in the yard. Yep, there they go. Everybody have a safe day. Stay healthy. There's some bad cooties out there. Have a great day.